Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everyone. Hello and welcome. We are back for Alcoholics Anonymous yet again. Thank you once again, Stephen and ABJ, for joining me.
You know what? I think we graduated today. To be honest with you, I think because this is the last episode, that means we won, right?
Well, I've at least graduated, so I don't know about you two. I think ABJ's cracking a beer right now.
I think we should celebrate.
H2O.
No, you drank it.
Iced coffee. Worst thing is, it's the no sugar version.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's fucking disgusting.
I'm gonna go for a crossfade.
Is it Narcotics Anonymous?
No, I don't think I have a problem there.
Not yet, anyway.
I'm out of zombie beers. Unfortunately.
Is that because
you guys send donations and PayPal's my way? I can go and buy new beer to make content. But as of right now, I have no funds to get beers to make content. So no beer reviews for a while.
Yep. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I really did not pay attention to the show properly this week. So
I paid more attention than I should have, and it made me upset.
You paid more attention than I did. So maybe I'll let you run the show, ABJ.
I see. I'd missed the opening segment. I turned into halfway through Osprey and Brian Cage.
Well, that was the opening segment. It was Osprey coming out.
Wasn't there a whole thing?
So Osprey came out.
Burp smoke. Did you see that? I burped.
Osprey came out. Osprey came out. Then Don Callis came out with Cage, and they showed apparently Kenny got attacked backstage or some shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was busy in there. That was in there. That was. So I missed the Kenny jumping segment, but overall, I thought the Brian Cage Will Ospreay match. I will say this, wrestling wise, show top to bottom, fantastic. Pacing wise, and their new strategy on how the show has been functioning the past 3 weeks, I don't like. The reason I watch AEW is because I want to break from what WWE was doing. This show is giving me run in after run in after, and this is what we talked about 3 weeks in a row now. Run in after run in after run in, and then you get to the main event where you expect the run in because you're like, okay, we really don't know what's going on for certain people, and the run-ins at least help push a story, which I think they can find more creative ways of doing that. But then also, we had recaps of what happened earlier in the night on the show. Like, the fuck are we doing? Like, it feels like when Monday Night Raw and SmackDown were like unbearable to watch, and it feels like AEW is following in those footsteps. It's not enjoyable.
It really was. No, you're right. Wrestling wise, not a problem. The wrestling is okay. The flow and the story, it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good.
Is it just me, or Collision has been better than Dynamite for the past 2 or 3 weeks?
Collision was fantastic this past weekend.
It's possible. I haven't watched Collision, but like,
Collision
this is not coming from a WWE hater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Collision was fantastic. The fact that they had you had the Tony Storm segment on Collision, you had Big Bill completely obliterate fucking Powerhouse's Hobbs' nose. Like he broke his nose on the show, and the show just felt like it was good. Some of the
did he break his nose? Because I noticed Hobbs had stitches in his lip.
Yeah.
It would have been at least near the nose.
Yeah, it was like here. He had stitches like right on his frown. His frown line. So when everyone say here he broke his nose, I was wondering if they just seen the cut on the face and thought it was his nose.
Well, the way it looked like he broke his nose. So yeah, I don't know. I have to watch it to see if they did it, do it that way. But there's genuine issue with the tone of AEW shows recently. Also, Collision was great. Daniels Hangman did really well. Yes, the Daniels Hangman stuff was really well done. Respectfully speaking, why book that main event in Huntsville, Alabama?
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not fucking wrong. Hi, Jake. Maybe they like hunting. No, that main event was fucking horrible. That main event, like I said to you,
they should put the Ospreay match in the main event.
Like I said to ABJ in the Discord, was if you want something to get people talking, you pull the title change. You pull a quick title change. It doesn't have to last for 6 months. It doesn't have to last a full week. Make a quick title change it back on Collision. And man, you don't even have
to even title change there. Just bring out somebody who people somewhat give a shit about. So when Mercedes closed, like all night long, you've been doing run-in after run-in and post-match segment after post-match segment. And now all of a sudden we get to the main event of the fucking show and you're like, nah, I'm above that. What?
Yeah.
Like the entire time, everyone's like, well, what's going to happen? It's not like, oh, okay, Mercedes is out there. We really don't know the direction of Mercedes and who she's going to wrestle next or what that's going to be. And then you get to the fucking main event and you're like, you know what? We're actually going to turn around here and just end the show. Like, it's over. See you later. Everyone have a great night. It's like, wait, every single match had a run-in or some type of story building or something going on that people gave a shit about. Like, and then they just walk out like, nope, nothing. Like, how do you not put something in there that turns around and people goes, oh, that's Mercedes' next challenger, that's exciting.
Yep.
If you're gonna do that at any point in this show, that's the fucking match you do it to.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're not wrong, buddy.
She was trying to be Cody. She was channeling Cody.
Like, as the fucking giant heel that everyone's booing, she still wrestles as a babyface where she's exhausted. She's coming from behind. She's getting beat down by everybody. And then she sneaks out her finishing move sequence and then wins the match. So, like, and then she turns around and acts as a heel, but then gets the title send off as the babyface champion and the show goes off the air. Yeah. Like, make up your mind of how you're fucking booking Mercedes Moné, because this I'm a heel, but also I work as a babyface isn't fucking hitting for anybody.
Yep.
You're not wrong. The way she's wrestling is not the style that is told by her character.
I was anticipating who would be her next opponent. I thought figured while she's in the main event, but didn't do anything.
Yeah, the whole show has been who comes out later, and that's the one you don't win. Like crazy.
If you really want to get people's tongues moving, since you're not going to do a title change, have the end of that show. She's standing there holding the belts, and guess who it is? Britt fucking Baker.
At this point in time with Mercedes, anything you could send anyone to the ring to be like, oh, this is like Mercedes is your supposedly female Will Ospreay, right? So no matter who Will Ospreay wrestles, it automatically becomes a big fight feel. Fucking send somebody out there. She's celebrating, the crowd's booing. You could put anyone in that situation that people would go, yeah, cool. That's the next opponent for Mercedes. You end the show on a big pop. That person looks like $1 million, and you cut the cameras. You just end it. Like,
yeah.
What makes me want to tune in next week? I don't know any. I'm excited for Collision with certain things, but when it comes to that women's title with Mercedes Moné, no one knows where the fuck it's going.
Nope.
A Joshi wrestler was in the main event in Alabama, of all places.
Wild to me. You could literally have sent out fucking Deonna Purrazzo. You could have sent out Riho, even people who you know is going to beat her eventually. Like, there's no shot they're going to win, but you're like, oh, that's a cool matchup. I'd like to see it.
Well, if she's not injured, Sky Blue, she's cleared.
Yeah, anything. A returning Sky Blue. Though? Who knows?
Is Sky Blue cleared though? I don't think she is.
Yeah, Camille. If they don't actually hate each other and she doesn't want anything to do with her.
Grapple Vision says Mercedes currently seems like booking Chris Candido as a monster heel. I mean, you can do it. I just don't know why you would.
Yeah. Yep.
Kai's getting angry in the chat.
I mean, Yuka was fine. She wrestled a good match. She did exactly what Mercedes' entire thing, her whole career, is she wrestles from behind. She's great at selling. She's great at looking like she's dead. She's great at looking fatigued. Even you think she's gassed, and that's probably what she's doing because that's her mindset of who she is as a wrestler.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be that wrestler, then fucking the only tweak you make as a wrestler in that moment is when you're a babyface, you hit your finisher, everyone riles, you hit your sequence, and everyone cheers. If you're the heel, you fucking cheat. You eye gouge, you do something to turn the tides of the match, and then you win. You cheat to win. Or if you have a bodyguard, your bodyguard makes you look like a chicken shit, but they're the one saving you. That's how you book a heel Mercedes. But she's wrestling as a babyface and not doing heel shit to put her over during the match because she wants to be the dominant, I beat everyone clean, but then I present myself as a heel afterwards. I don't get it because she's not wrestling as a monster. She's not out there killing everybody and making them look like she's the best person in the world. She looks like someone who's barely skating by until the very last moment of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You're not wrong. You are not wrong there, dude.
And wait till Busted Open says the same thing I'm saying, then everyone goes, suck that penis, all right? Give me my goddamn flowers, internet. I'm sick of it. Clip it and fucking put it out there before somebody else smarter than or more popular than me says it. Because everyone's going to have these takes, but they're going to wait for fucking Busted Open or somebody else to tell it to you first. Toby's watching, clip that.
Kai, C. Henry, Anastasia, you guys are the mods you can clip. So
yeah, a full clip away.
At least you know I'm fucking right.
Yep, you're right.
I'm never wrong.
If not, ABJ, just clip this show afterwards and put it on TikTok.
That's too much work. You know how many clips I have to do? Listen, I'm not always right, all right? But when I'm right, I'm right.
Yes, that's what you came into, Hunter.
Hunter, respect me. I'm better than everybody out here, including all your British people you support.
Oh, shit.
Sick of it. I should be fucking listened to.
So how would you like it how you really feel, ABJ? Would you like
Tired
to
of
how
it.
you really feel?
Tired of it. Everyone just regurgitating dumb shit from everybody else. Join the Discord if you want to hear more of my amazing takes live on the spot, and I don't have to be you don't have to wait to be told by your local fucking Sirius XM radio or YouTube channel from somebody that's in the business.
I'm just getting the link for that, ABJ.
The what?
Hey, I don't even have Cyrus or
the Discord,
so I don't.
Yeah, so the link for ABJ's Discord is in the chat. If you want to click that link, join the Discord, then you can hear the rants in 4K.
I'm sick of it.
You can hear the rants in 4K, and they're not censored.
Yeah, enter at your own risk.
Yeah.
Did we see the news that you sent? No, we didn't, Alex. Everybody else has been commenting, so. What the fuck do you mean Sirius XM is amazing? That's like pop fucking radio station, isn't it? Takes must be approved at least 4 talking heads in advance before distribution to the wider
You must have
audience.
this many subscribers for your takes to be taken seriously.
Oh, the where you said it was going to be Sasha Banks. She's going to face Sasha Banks. I believe that.
It's like a bad Wolverine movie. Hugh Jackman's an amazing Wolverine. They just couldn't book a villain for him, and then he had to fight himself at the very last one.
Overall,
Hugh Jackman was willing to lose if he fought himself.
Overall, what did we, Stephen? I know ABJ's opinion on the show. What was yours overall?
We're going overall already. We still have more matches to talk about.
Yeah, we do, but I don't know what as I said,
the next match I think happened was there's probably some backstage. I think it was a backstage segment where MJF bumped into Hangman, and there was a little thing exchange there, and then he said, Double J, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse. I think we should team up because you're not going to get it done without me. Then we have Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio. It's a Jeff Jarrett match with Claudio. Death Riders get involved. Everyone runs down. Jeff Jarrett gets beat up by 3 people.
Jeff Jarrett gets screwed out of his title shot.
And overall, once again, fine match. It's 2025, and we're getting Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio, and I don't hate the match. It's fucking fun. I think Jeff Jarrett's last run's been really good. And then MJF comes out and says, Jeff, and he looks like he's about to sympathize, and he just clotheslines him. So, are we now fully going to get Jeff Jarrett no longer wants the title, and now he just wants to get revenge on MJF? That seems to be the move.
Yep. I think we're going to get a triple threat. I think we're going to get MJF, Hangman, and Jeff Jarrett.
I don't. I think. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't.
I think if it doesn't, if it's not a triple threat, we get Hangman making the save for Jeff Jarrett and them teaming up at some point.
Who knows?
Fucking
I don't hate that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hate that. I don't think that's
ROH was the young person's company, wasn't it?
Not always. ROH did also bring in a lot of veterans back in the day and put some things in there with veterans, but like veterans who still at the time could work and go. But honestly, I don't mind Jeff Jarrett going in and being the last rider and beating Chris Jericho. And then Jeff Jarrett has like a banger match with an up and coming guy, you know what I mean? And then we send Jeff Jarrett off. I don't hate that booking. That's better than him wasting our time pretending he's going to win the AEW world title.
Yeah.
And it would make the Jericho storyline a lot more interesting.
Yeah.
Jarrett needs to go for the TNA digital media title. I hear the last real champion blew off for Hughes and they went to black.
Yeah.
Apparently that was a legit segment. Like they didn't know that PCO was going to do that.
Yeah, because PCO hates the way that Scott D'Amore that got done.
Yeah, apparently GCW didn't know that PCO was going to do the smashing of the title.
Yeah.
PCO did an interview and he said that that TNA wanted to take a big pay cut.
I believe that.
Hey, we're going to get this big we're going to get this huge money deal to work with WWE, but hey, wrestlers, we're going to give you less. But you get, it's like the great promoter line that when you're in the independent scene, they say, hey kid, we're not going to pay you, but man, you'll get exposure.
Here's the hot dog and the handshake.
Not even hot. They don't even give you hot dogs and handshakes anymore. They just say you're going to get exposure. I'm like, bitch, I have more subscribers on my YouTube channel than you. Who's getting exposure here? I got wrestlers in the Northeast right now who fucking people in Australia know you exist. You're welcome. People in Mississippi know who the hell some of these Northeast wrestlers are. You're welcome.
Yep.
Haven't been for you.
Kai says that Brett spoke about it on a podcast that Kai edited.
Yeah.
They're going to put him in the Rumble and he gets eliminated in 2 seconds.
Oh, that's a whole.
No, that's Joe Hendry. That's Joe Hendry.
No, they're not even going to do that. Like, you think WWE just showed you on Raw what's going to who the surprises are going to be in the Rumble. If you're excited for like, oh my God, TNA, like they can bring in Ace Austin, they can bring in Speedball, they can bring in all these people. No, you're going to get 2 YouTube streamers. You're going to get Kai Cenat and Speed, 2 non-wrestlers who are going to take 2 spots in the Royal Rumble to do a bullshit celebrity match later on. That's your Rumble spot. Just giving you a heads up. So when you don't get your big name wrestler you're excited for, you got a YouTube streamer. Happy with that? You better be.
Of course. Gotta be happy because it's WWE. Gotta cradle.
When it happens, I want my fucking roses.
we have to cradle that WWE ball sack. Got to cradle that WWE ball sack.
Listen, I like Kai Cenat. I think his streams are very entertaining. I think he's very funny. Cinema. But you just signed a huge deal with WWE and TNA, and you have all these opportunities to bring these awesome names in to do something fun. I don't want to see Kai Cenat this year. I don't want to see Speed in the Royal Rumble this year. Now more than ever, you have the time to really make some cool moments in the Rumble with another company that you're working with, and it's brand new territory for the most part for WWE. Mm-hmm. And then you could be like, oh, well, they only do it with NXT. They don't really do it with the main roster. Boom, main roster. Or set up NXT matches in the Rumble to get more people excited. Be like, oh, shit, this person's going to challenge this person from NXT. I should tune in on Tuesdays.
Yeah. But we won't get that. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Let's get back to our show.
Yeah.
Where were we at?
Next match, I believe, was Ricochet AR Fox. And if Swerve Strickland got involved, the match for next week is canceled if he interferes during the match. So Ricochet and AR Fox, great match, great time, awesome stuff. Very, very end, Ricochet's gonna stab him with some scissors, and Swerve Strickland comes and makes a statement and says, "I'll see you next week." And then there's a whole other post-match thing where he holds him as a hostage with the pair of scissors to his neck, and then that's the end of the segment.
I was expecting it to be that Swerve would get involved and they would push the match to happen here in Australia, but clearly that's not happening. And for some reason they're loading up next week. They're
going hard in the paint. Yeah, next week's show is like 2 major feuds that look like they could possibly blow off next week. It's weird how they're booking this. Yeah,
I don't know what's going on. They're doing something, like they're planning big things, I'm guessing.
What's all been announced for?
In Australia, there's the tag team match with Ospreay and Omega versus Takeshita and Carl Fletcher.
The women's title match.
And the women's title match.
That's it?
And that's it. That's all that's been announced. So we still don't have a world championship match. So we don't have anybody to face Moxley yet. We don't have a tag team title match. We don't have a
so I just typed in real quick. I just typed in AEW Australia. And the first thing that popped up is go check your local stores like Walmart's or whatever they may be. AEW figures are now showing up in Australia.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, never mind. That tweet is from 2001. I apologize. Ignore me. All right. WWE Grand Slam. Hashtag. That'll help me out.
Speaking of WWE, did you guys hear they're going to add a PLE in Paris?
Yeah. And I'm part of an Australian group that wants an Australian WWE PLE. And they're like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? It's like, no, it's not.
You got one. You had an Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, last year.
And they didn't even get fucking they didn't even break past the 30,000 people.
Well, then you don't get another one. You had your one opportunity. You weren't Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, or you weren't rocking the house. You got your one shot, Australia, and you blew it. All right. Now, one wrestler came out of a kangaroo pouch or rode on the back of a kangaroo. You just fucking blew it. You don't get another one. We'll take Rhea Ripley.
But did the Undertaker show up? Did the Undertaker show up in his motorbike and steal a moment?
Because not even Undertaker wants to go to that fake country. It's not even real.
But this is the thing, like
that United Kingdom Providence. That's what you are.
No, I know WWE touted that they had over 30,000 people at that event. It wasn't over 30,000 people, and that venue could hold easily over 52,000 people. So,
and not one fucking kangaroo or fucking no fucking Irwin kid showed up. What a fucking missed out. Now you're overloading on celebrities everywhere you go, and you can't get fucking Steve Irwin's kid to show up for the night. Miss opportunity.
Yeah, the tickets are now currently buy one get one free. But guess what? WWE when they came here, it was 3 for the price of 1.
There you go.
3 tickets.
You know how hard it is to navigate Australia? Every step is a fucking creature that will kill you with a bite. Like everything's poisonous, everything's huge, everything's pretty much dinosaurs. You know how fucking terrifying it is to go to shows? People don't leave their houses.
This is the guy that hasn't even been to Australia.
Yeah, I watch documentaries. I've seen it. It's a scary place. They don't have crimes. They just
don't forget the pizza. Don't forget the pizza, ABJ.
You smoke cones over there, and the hospital essentially tells you you're a fucking idiot when they show up. It's wild.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, apparently they've edited Crocodile Dundee because there was an offensive thing to transgenders in it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. It was an 80s or a 90s movie. Probably offensive to a lot of people back in those days. They didn't. It was
only one scene, and it had a trans or had someone cross dressing, and it apparently is offensive to transgenders.
You know what's insane? When we were in Britain. Like the every single play and every single like LGBTQ club or venue where we're running like Mrs. Doubtfire shows. Like everyone was running Miss Doubtfire while we were there. And I'm like, that aged well? Like that's the cool one? Like
yeah. Plus, it's Robin Williams. It's Robin Williams. How can you fucking not with Robin Williams? He was awesome.
Weird. It's weird how sometimes those standards don't go all the way around. But the next one that we're gonna go with here match wise was I can't remember if this one was first or the next one. Wheeler Yuta Jay White.
Yep.
Yeah, Wheeler Yuta Jay White. Once again, fantastic match. But Death Riders come out again, and that's essentially how this one ends. And I don't know. And then the whole time you're thinking to yourself, well, Jay White's getting beat up. The guns can't be too far behind, right? Like, where are the guns at? Where have the guns been? Oh, they're not going to come save him. But here's a vignette saying they might.
We get rated FTR saving him instead.
Yeah, that's right, rated FTR. But then there's a vignette of the guns like, we'll be back soon.
And there's a Dax Harwood did a promo. We want to challenge you to a Mid-South street fight on Collision.
Agree with you there, Kai.
Yeah.
Agree with you there, Kai. And we're not going to get into that political debate.
Listen, I don't determine what's offensive or not. There's some that I think like, ooh, that's not going to age well, and then some of the people love it. Like Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface, people are like universal, like that's okay. I'm like, oh, okay. White chicks. White chicks is universally loved by everybody, and I'm like, wow, all right.
Yeah. And then what Roddy Piper did in WrestleMania in Toronto.
Yeah, you can't even watch that on Peacock. That's not even on Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah. That's bad, but white chicks and
it was
Robert
bad.
Downey
But
Jr.
like, here's the argument we have in the Discord all the time: why does wrestling heels have to be held to a different standard of television and movie heels? Like, someone can go on a movie and play a bad, bigot, racist person, but if pro wrestling does it, they're like, you can't do that. You're canceled. Like, is this still entertainment? Like, are we still doing storylines? Like, if you want to be a heel, do you want to be a heel? Like, I don't. Listen, wrestling has notoriously used racial stereotypes for people to be bad guys, but we don't have to be that. But maybe the white dude is like the racist, and that's his heel character. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. It's weird.
Yeah. Do you know the only time we've ever seen a heel in a company use a pew pew is Brian Pillman.
The only time?
And Austin, when Austin did it with McMahon. Those are the 2 times that we saw a pew pew involved.
What are we fucking 12? You have to say pew pew on YouTube? This ain't TikTok. You can talk like an adult here.
A gun,
Yeah.
fine. The only thing with Robert Downey Jr., he was playing a character who was wearing blackface rather than himself wearing blackface.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Slick eating chicken on his entrance video.
Grapple said Kurt Angle shot Big Show.
Did he?
That's what he said.
Oh, that was with a fake gun though. That was with the tranquilizer gun. Right?
Yeah, still a gun.
But it didn't look as real. They made that gun look fake.
Yeah. Arn Anderson didn't use
that. That was on AEW. Arn Anderson was on AEW.
He didn't actually pull it out. He just talked about having one. I'll pull my hammer out.
He did pull it out. Remember? He pulled it out and was like that.
A gun, a finger gun, not a real one.
Exactly.
No, Dax Hardwood's the one who pulled the real one out. It just wasn't on camera.
It's Cash Wheeler, isn't it?
Oh, Cash Wheeler. Yeah.
Yeah, Cash Wheeler. Because they weren't sure. That's why they didn't win the tag titles, because they weren't sure whether or not he was going to be around.
Yeah. Wild. Wrestling's a weird place. Next match is going to be. Oh, we had Mariah May came out. Which I will say this: Mariah May's beefs and heels and her stories without Toni Storm have been pretty mid, even though she's been in some decent, cool matches, like she did the death match and stuff. Like that was fine. But Mariah Toni is the money making match, and the promo she cut was good. I like the way she set up that match and how she's like, it made it another element to say like I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah, she said change the name, get rid of the H in Huntsville to the letter C.
Yeah. Huntsville. Love it.
Huntsville. You can say it, Stephen.
You said pew, but you're gonna drop cunt on your stream. That's the most Australian thing I ever heard in my life.
Welcome to Australia.
Pew pew cunt. What the fuck are we doing here?
Oh Lordy.
Yes, Alex. What can I do for you? Oi.
And then our main event was Mercedes Moné versus Yuka Nakamura. I can't say her name, so I'm not even going to try. Once again, fine match, but Mercedes wrestled as
Sakazaki, ABJ.
Saki?
That is Sakazaki.
Oh, Sakazaki. Yuka Sakazaki. Nailed it. So
Pew Pew Cunt sounds like a horrible grindcore band.
Yeah. New t-shirts. Pew Pew Gun. Pew Pew Cunt. Pew Pew Cunt, our next t-shirt. I need that everyone get that ready, and we'll put it on the merch page, and everyone better buy Pew Pew Cunt shirts. Should we do it like death metal? Like a death metal? The death metal font? Pew Pew Cunt. Pew Pew Cunt.
Kai's on it, so be prepared for a
someone better buy it. If I put it on my website, somebody better fucking buy it. Pew Pew Cunt shirts.
I can see it now. What the Pew Pew?
Oh shit! He's gonna have it. Kai's gonna have it before the end of the stream.
I'll upload it tonight on TeePublic if you make it, and it looks cool. I might have to adjust it. We'll see how it goes.
Anastasia's on it as well. They're both on it.
All right. We'll have two variants, two Pew Pew Cunt variants.
Hunter, do you want to get involved? Do you want to do one as well?
Yeah,
we'll have a triple threat.
Yeah, well, we can make one look at death metal, one look like a pop band.
We'll get one that looks like
My K-pop. Yeah, like K-pop.
We'll get one that looks like My Little Pony sort of style as well.
Get it on Discord in the lounge or make the shirts there.
That should just be the new merch bit. Is we'll just make funny.
Hunter's retired.
We'll make funny band name T-shirts, like just like.
Oh, Alex said he's going to do one. Alex is going to.
Is Alex
do
in
one
our
as well.
Discord? How is Alex?
Alex is in the Discord. He is in the Discord. He does follow. He just doesn't talk.
Oh, you're a lurker. Listen, I found that that's a thing. People go to Discord just to listen to podcasters talk for their 2 hours after their stream because they like it. So I guess
Alex turns up and he just he turns up and protects the Twitch. He protects our Twitch. Uh-oh. One's come through.
One in the Discord?
Oh, no, that was the... Nah, Gary, Grapple Vision, if you're still here, looking at that even still looks fake. He sent me the gif of Big Show getting shot.
Gotcha.
It still looks fake.
Dude, these are fucking unbearably like you can't touch these. They get that hot at the 3 level. Yeah. Sorry, I'm playing with hand warmers.
Don't be upset, Gary. That's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, the shit burnt my chest.
Yo, if you fuck around, put that in your clothes, and that button gets pressed, you're gonna cook yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I accidentally burnt my chest.
Main event was fucking horrendous.
It wasn't. The match itself wasn't bad. It just she's not wrestling as a world champion that's a heel right now. Like the what they're presenting her as a character is not working, but the match itself was fine. Yeah, it was. Yuka went out and did Yuka shit, I guess. Yuka looked really, really good and made Mercedes look good, and they had good chemistry. The backflip out of the finisher spot was cool. The spot with where Yuka climbed to the top rope to do a death-defying spot, and Mercedes ran to the corner, and she kind of did the pouty face and then almost fell because she couldn't get out the turnbuckle. That was cool. Another thing about this show that I want to kind of talk about, and I'm curious to see if anyone else feels the way I feel, but I feel like commentary is not fun to listen to during AEW. I think Excalibur is trying his best to be the play-by-play, and I think Taz and Tony Schiavone are coming off as the old guys who don't really like what they're watching, and then they're just like half-assing it on commentary. Like I don't feel like they're giving it their all.
Like I said to you in this.
Go ahead, Raz. I'm sorry.
No, you go, Steven. You go.
You don't have to be right on top of the mic though. You're like too much. You're like here when you're talking. It don't lean in.
It just sounds like one of them are bored. They're bored.
Yeah, they hate what they're watching.
Yeah.
Taz has this thing where he does commentary and he still wants to be ECW 98 Taz, and he's tougher than everybody in the ring when he's commentary. Like he just won't ever back down as that person. Tony Schiavone seems like he hates Excalibur. I don't know what's happening there. Like when Daddy Magic was there, they would just shit on Daddy Magic. And now that I just feel like those three don't have good chemistry.
Yeah. Like I said to you, ABJ, in the Discord, I said if this was me and if next week is the culmination of like feuds and stuff, and the week after you're starting fresh, you give us a brand new announce team. You give us Ian Riccaboni, you give us Nigel McGuinness, and you give us Excalibur as the announce team across both shows.
Even if you don't want Nigel on commentary, right? Because he's going to go back to ring action or somewhat here and there. I'm cool with just a 2-man booth. Give me Ian and give me Excalibur and call it a day.
Yeah.
And then that third spot could be if somebody wants to come down and guest spot, because when you have already a 3-man booth and then you're always bringing in a fourth guest spot person, it's too much. There's too much going on, and commentary feels out of it. Like Excalibur says it was either a medical term or a really crazy wrestling move, and they literally stop mid-match and are like, "Really? Like, oh, you sound smart, you fucking idiot!" Like you know what I mean? Like.
You know,
listen, I've done commentary where I'm bored with the stuff in the ring and I dick around. It happens. I at the end of the day, make me interested as your commentary team. But I just feel like AEW is already behind the 8 ball when outside people watch it and they're like, I don't get it. I'm not connected. I don't like these storylines. I don't like these characters. I don't like the tone of the show. I don't like commentary has a huge part of that. Commentary is selling you what's on the screen, and commentary should be getting you excited for what's coming up. They don't seem to care, and I think that sends a message to people watching it of like, your commentary team sounds flat, your whole product seems flat.
Yep.
No, keep JR away from it.
No, JR should be as far away from commentary as possible.
Yeah, keep him backstage.
I did like Renee as a commentator. And how you said Shivani should be like a Mean Gene, where he's doing in-ring interviews or backstage interviews, or he's the interview guy. I would like Tony Schiavone to be that role.
Yeah.
I think that, he needs to do the Mean Gene sort of thing. Tony Schiavone should be relied on as a Mean Gene sort of situation.
And if you have a main event, then you bring Schiavone in as a third man on a main event.
Yep.
Schiavone should be your main event guy, not a whole show guy.
Yeah.
So this was the gun that was used.
It looks like a gun for Nintendo 64. I mean, the Super Nintendo. It looks like the Duck Hunt gun met the bazooka and for Super Nintendo.
Actually, it looks like a Super Soaker.
The problem with Renee backstage is when she shouldn't be doing the interview spots with Jon Moxley, because we all know that there's that chemistry there, and I think it takes it out.
The next image for the T-shirt is Alex's submission for the Pew Pew Cunt band.
That's not it.
No, that's Alex's submission. That's not Kai's. That's Alex's.
I thought he actually made a logo.
And this is Kai's.
Yeah, that's perfect. You could barely read that. I love that. That's perfect. I love it. Look at it. Okay. Put it back up.
That looks like a tree.
Yeah, I love that. Pew pew cunt.
That is such a cool one. Kai said that. So
Kai wins.
That'll be a T-shirt. I said it has to be death metal because if you could only read it if you know how to read death metal. I still can't see people in that, but I know it's in there, so it's funny to me.
We need one that's in like My Little Pony balloon font.
Like I know that it says pew pew cunt, but I still can't find it in there. Like it's like one of those things you have to fucking put your nose at the dot and then back up slowly and you can see a ship. Like that's death metal font to me.
Those where you got to be cross-eyed.
Yeah,
and shit.
I already have a lazy eye. You know what I mean? Like listen, when I was a kid, I made Shawn Michaels look like fucking he was straight-eyed. You know what I mean?
Alex is going to do the My Little Pony style font with Pew Pew Cunt for the Brian Pillman shirt.
Well, I can't put Brian Pillman on a T-shirt, so don't use the Brian Pillman because that's trademarked by somebody. I can't use somebody else's likeness. I'm not West Side Gun. Shots fired. I don't know how he gets away with half his merchandise because he just 100% uses real likenesses of people. I said a K-pop band. I think a K-pop band would be funny. Like a what was the other one?
But I think a My Little Pony like
Kawaii. I don't know what Kawaii is.
I think a My Little Pony bubble sort of style one would be hilarious. Yoraz, I want to make a Pew Pew Cunt a real thing. I mean, we obviously wouldn't take it seriously. Just fuck around and make stupid ass grindcore. ABJ can be on vocals then.
I'll just do the screams.
Yeah,
I was practicing before the stream started. You should have heard me. Were they good, Lily? Were my streams good? She said they were amazing.
No, she didn't.
I did growls and screams. She's like, wow, that's really, really impressive. Yeah.
And Stephen is.
I think between
Bieber.
Billy, Kai, and Raz, I think you guys can make some cool shit.
A grindcore band that would be dangerous.
And then we could do a Midwest emo one where I'm just like, you know what? My dad said that I can't have Snickers, but I wanted a Snickers. Why me?
And just so you know, everyone, this happens in the Discord quite frequently. So once again, subscribe to the Discord.
Opinions expressed is only by ABJ. We're not responsible. That's on his channel.
I feel like Midwest emo is like a long played out joke by Norm Macdonald, and I'm waiting for the punchline and it just never comes. I'm like, all right, something's gonna happen to this song. He's setting it up. Something's cool's gonna happen, and then the song just ends. It's like, oh, he just cried the whole time. I was walking down the street and I stepped in a puddle, and now my socks are wet. Ah!
We've all been cancelled now. Not yet. Not quite. Not quite. Give it a few minutes.
I'm getting blocked by wrestling promotions. You can't cancel me.
But getting back to the end of the show, it was shit.
The show. We covered the show already. We're done. Roll the credits.
Yeah. Dynamite sucked. I would rate this a 2.
I'll give it a 2.5. I think the wrestling. I'll give it a 3 because I think the wrestling was good. I don't think I'd ever go back and rewatch any of those matches, but everything in between just didn't hit for me.
2.5 for me.
I'd give it a 2.
One thing about what happened in between the ropes tonight bothered me.
Tell Lily to look at your screen.
I can't use that either. That's a copyrighted image.
Yeah, well, I can't use that. My Little Pony.
Anastasia made this one. Anastasia just made this one.
How are we supposed to know that donkey with a unicorn on it is that Pegasus donkey unicorn is fucking the cunt?
Is a cunt?
Is that character a cunt? Is that what we're leaning on there? Is this character in My Little Pony considered a cunt, Lily? Like, if you look at that character, like, oh, that's the cunt of the show.
Rainbow Dash is not a cunt.
So she says Rainbow Dash is not a cunt.
How dare you? That's just hating on the LGBTQ community.
You say that's homophobic.
Yeah.
To say that the Rainbow Dash is a cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Line. Alex said that's not Rainbow Dash.
That's not Rainbow Dash.
Let me see it again.
Pull it up again. I don't know what these fucking characters are. I don't jerk off to ponies.
Me either. I'm out of this.
Pull it up again. That one. They said Rainbow Dash has rainbow hair.
This one just has purple and pink hair.
I fucking hate the fact I'm gonna be on a fucking list. I'm gonna Google fucking My Little Pony.
My Little Pony characters.
ABJ about to be arrested live on stream. Some fake ass knockoff pony.
That is Twilight Sparkle.
This is hilarious.
Go back again. Pull it up again. I have to verify. I only looked at all right, so this character is blue with purple and pink hair.
With the rainbow hair.
All right, so that image is a mix between Rainbow Dash's body and Twilight Sparkle's hair.
It still has Rainbow Dash's hair.
So it could be a cunt.
Who knows? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Cunts to My Little Ponies to Pew Pew.
Alex, you know way too much about My Little Pony, my dude.
Yeah, you just outed yourself out. Alex, technically, that's...
It's an alicorn? Is that what he said?
No, he said that's... You blame your sister. Get the hell out of here, Alex. You're a weirdo. You just outed yourself. Technically, in episode 4, Twilight Sparkle Princess changes her skin color. It was a variant episode.
And how old are you now? How old are you now, Alex? And you still remember?
I'm gonna Google and find out one of these characters just debuted like a year ago, and he's like, "Oh, that was like 10 years ago." You know what I mean? Like,
this version of Twilight.
Oh shit!
Only came out
17. So at least 10 years ago, at least.
Yeah. What the hell are we doing? All right. Do you have anything else to talk about AEW, or are we just riffing at this point?
We're just riffing at the moment.
Yeah. Just enjoying ourselves.
I already forgot half of Dynamite. Never mind 11 years ago.
Oh my goodness. Alex,
Dynamite was average. Fuck.
Is that Fluttershy? Is that how they say that name? Fluttershy, Applejack, Rarity, Princess Celestia.
Princess Celestia and
Lily went to a Brony con.
Wait a second, for the record, I took my child. Who was 2.
She took her child to a Brony con.
It was not a Brony con. It was a My Little Pony convention. There was a section of it for bronies. I did not take my kid to BronyCon.
Is there a difference between
Yes.
My Little Pony Con and a BronyCon?
Yes.
Oh. Is one like the AVN Awards and the other one's like a cutesy con? The AVN
one's Dude Bros.
The con that we went to was super adult.
One is Dude Bros.
The con. It's not
a BronyCon. ABJ.
No.
A BronyCon is Dude Bros who have gotten into and love My Little Pony.
All right, so the con we went to was like every booth had some type of adult themed section to it. Like they're like, here's cutesy anime, and here's the sexy version. Lily, every booth had
not every booth, like one
every other booth. Booths had
I would say like one every 10.
Booths in this thing had fucking like adult sections in the back in the day of Blockbuster where you had to be 18-year-old to go behind the fucking beads. Like they had those at their booth. Like, yo, you can't turn the corner of this booth unless you fucking show us you're of age.
Steven's tuned out over here.
The ID to get into the con was a double G'd out fucking titty anime girl. Like that was the fucking flyer. Like, you know what you're here for.
Alex, I would stop. You're just digging that hole deeper.
Huh?
Why do you watch Joshi wrestling?
I don't watch Joshi
But
wrestling.
I'm just saying,
Alex is digging that hole deeper and deeper.
Of titties and blah, 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 that just happens to be there.
I don't know about all that.
You know what?
But anyway, the wrestling show there was fun. Yeah.
That's it from us in regards to Dynamite. And essentially, that's it from the post show.
That's it.
Yeah.
We have graduated from Alcoholics Anonymous. We are now.
I failed. I gotta go back. So you'll see me do more.
You're celebrating.
Post shows. Yeah, I'll have to go back to doing some post shows or something eventually.
Yeah.
I won't be here doing them. I will be, unfortunately, working. I appreciate everyone who's been in the chat, everyone who's come across to the channel. Keep an eye on it. We will do content every now and again. We may have some watch-alongs or time to time weekend sort of things where it's a look back at the week in wrestling and stuff like that. But that'll come.
We will find a time to make content and still do something, but it just won't be on a Wednesday night, Thursday morning for Raz type deal.
Yeah.
Well, Thursday afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Collision off the table at the moment? Yes, because I want to get into the thing. My brain's not functioning.
Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna have an open moment?
No, fuck no. My brain's just not functioning. Collision is off the table because it's on a Sunday afternoon for me, and by the time it finishes, it's then trying to get dinner and shit ready for. It's a head fuck.
The Royal Rumble be on the same time too, so
yeah. I'm gonna go back to doing live streams when I find work or a job when I can make some money. Until then, everything from my content it'll be pre-recorded and put out later, except maybe Tornado Tag will still stay on Tuesdays, possibly Mondays. Yeah.
And don't worry, we will be back. We will definitely be back in some aspect. Keep an eye on the channel. I will put out shorts every now and again. I also have a TikTok if you have that. I'm on TikTok. ABJ's on TikTok. Not that he really fucking posts much on it.
I do. I post a clip of my podcast usually once a day.
Yep. Yep. But we will be back at some
point. Check out Raz's PW Down Under, his articles every week.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Yep. We will be back at some point. It's been a pleasure having everyone that's come along to the show and enjoyed it and put up with my shit takes and put up with the tangents that ABJ takes us on. The fuck are you trying to do, ABJ? You're fucking... You can't even light a match.
I'm gonna come in. That's my impression. Bray Wyatt was also Val Venus.
Let you in.
I'm coming in. You get it,
Steven.
he's a porn star. Anyway, go ahead.
One last time.
Bye, guys.